and we're going to bring on the man also in purple. Thanks again, gentlemen. Mr. Jim Clark from the Harmony Foundation with his not radioactive yellow suit, but one that will suffice. Although the socks, I don't know if we have a shot on the socks on one of the cameras, perhaps camera 3.
Do you have fun socks? I have fun socks to share.
As a male, there's really not a lot of ways to like personalize your outfit.
That's
so
true.
Yeah.
We got to make
We got one.
Socks, ties, and
what we
that's
have.
about it.
So, Jim, we wanted to bring you on here and get some of your perspective from certainly the Harmony Foundation's point of view, something that we kind of briefly touched on. But in your estimation, what has been the impact that this program has had in its existence?
So you're talking about the youth?
Yep, youth quartet contest from 1992 till today.
Yeah, going back all the way to 92 when this thing started. You have thousands and thousands of youth who have gotten involved in this thing at every level, all the way up to international, and it is a tremendous, tremendous thing. Just for one little nugget of statistical information, a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I went on and I looked up every name of every kid who is listed as a youth quartet member in the harmonizers for the last 25 years and looked them up in the member center to see, so how many of them joined the society? And it was over 58% of them had joined the society at some point in time, and so it's highly successful. But the impact goes far beyond just membership in the society. You're talking about that experience and what it does for their schools and their programs, for their self-confidence, for all the stuff that we know that anecdotally we all know as barbershoppers are great for you. So it has been an incredible thing to watch it in its infancy in 92, sitting in the second row as an observer at that very first youth contest in 92 in New Orleans, and to see how far it's come, and seeing this new junior varsity at midwinter that we saw about 6 months ago, which was phenomenal, and now seeing the varsities here competing tonight. I mean, it's spectacular to see what happens.
Yeah, that's really special. And now you were in this contest at some point, were you
I
not?
was, long time ago.
What's the highest your quartet ever placed?
Well, I only competed 1 year.
Okay.
And that was Millennium back in 1999 in Anaheim. And I was coaching them. I was in grad school. And that was the Soren Wohlers, Sid Libsack Quartet. They were
probably the hardest names you could ever say
that's
next
right.
to each other.
Soren Wohlers, Sid Libsack, and
Arnold Palmer.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they had formed this quartet, and I was coaching them. And over the Christmas break, they realized that their tenor could not actually compete in the spring to qualify. And they checked, and I was 25, so I was just young enough to still qualify. And so I sang with them that spring, and we qualified and went to Anaheim and came in 3rd place. So I've
Again, part of the illustrious Third Place Forever Club. After Hours is there. Tim Clark was there.
Well,
okay,
let's check the scoreboard
Get ready for a
here.
flex.
We got the 2nd place one here.
Okay, and what's that gotten you? A bunch of good arrangements. Lots of people liked you. Oh, whatever. Okay.
We were talking about the Harmony Foundation.
Yes,
somehow
I wasn't even planning to use
Mr.
that to throw shade, but
speaking of hard names to pronounce,
yes. And tell us, for the folks at home, some of them maybe have never heard of Harmony Foundation, and there are probably plenty of people who are donors.
Sure.
How, when they give, how is that connected to a program like this? How are they helping in perpetuating this program?
Yeah, the foundation, or the mission of the foundation is simple. It's to connect people through charitable giving, to enrich lives through singing. And everyone who sings or participates in music at all understands just how important music is to us as human beings. It's in our DNA. And you can see it in all the new studies that have been coming out for the last 5 to 20 years about the impact that singing has on test scores, people at school, their social interaction, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so the giving that comes through the foundation predominantly right now is going to help support all the outreach that the Barbershop Harmony Society is doing. And BHS is doing outreach like nobody else right now. The programs BHS has impact like nobody else's. It's incredible. And so to be able to know that you have thousands of youth coming through the chorus program, through the quartet program, the thousands of people who are applying for and getting scholarships to go to Harmony University over the years, it is just a tremendous lifelong changing, it's a life-changing experience. And this is lifelong singing, which is one of the most important things about it.
That's
lifelong
exactly right.
singing.
Thank you, Jim. We have to go back to the stage now. Thank you all for all that you do, and we'll see you for the second half.